So this video is replaying the M41D, which was February's tank of the month. I think the tank of the month bundles are a pretty good value for money. Worth picking up if the tank's good, and I think this tank is good, so hopefully you've managed to pick it up if you wanted to pick it up. It is a premium tank, obviously, tier 8 Chinese light tank, which is essentially, it's a variant of the Bulldog, so it's M41D as it's known in game. Plays very similar to a Bulldog. I'm a bit 50-50 on Bulldogs, really. I do like the Hound, the tier 8 German Halloween tank. But I play that as sort of a pseudo medium tank. So I find with this one, I tend to play it the same. Use ridgelines. It's got 9 degrees of gun depression, but it's quite nice and mobile. I find the mobility of this tank could be quite nice. The gun's pretty good as well. 192mm of pen on the standard rounds, which is quite nice, and 227 on the premium. Not much of an increase, but still pretty good. The 170 alpha, which is it's a light tank, is fine. The way I've set this tank up, I've got 512 meters of view range. Obviously, there was the 455 meter cap. Essentially, it just eats into people's camo better, and 283 steel concealment on this tank, and I've got that set up with optics, camo, and the rammer. Commander, I've got the sort of 4 basics: 6-ounce ball leader, rapid load, and steady aim. Snapshot, run and gun, situation awareness, and camouflage expertise. So yeah, I don't run I usually on light tanks like this, I try and run the vertical stabilizer to make sure I actually hit the shots. But this one with the run and gun and snapshot, gun seems to handle very nicely. As I said, it is a Bulldog, so it is that more sort of medium play style. I don't tend to usually play Bulldogs, as I said, apart from the Hound. But going in on this tank, unfortunately the M42 went in and distracted that enemy tank at least, and got the kill. But I've noticed that the enemy team have won the beach, and I think this is probably a good example of why winning the beaches doesn't really matter. Artillery takes that M42 down, which was lucky for the artillery, but I've decided that I do want to try and get shots into these guys over here. It seems to have sort of evolved into a bit of a weird game, this one. No one's really gone beach, I think, on our team or the enemy team. And yeah, just now you sort of YOLOing in. This is where it can be quite nice as a light tank. It is quite fast. It is a big target. You're not going to be doing sort of vanguard type of things, but now just trying to get a ridge play, as I said, more of a sort of a medium tank play style. DPM's pretty good on this. Reloads nice and fast. I think it's just over 3,300 damage per minute, which is nice. But yeah, I think really if you have the Hound and you're not too fussed about having all the tanks, or don't really like any of that Halloween tank, then yeah, may not be worth getting. But I think for the tank of the month bundle, I think with the extra gold you get in there, it's probably worth it. So yeah, it's sort of yellowed in here. We got the ammo rack on one of the enemy tanks there, which was nice. And just going in on this last tank, or one of the last tanks here, see if I can get the kill. I do. Don't kill it, but I decide I'm out of here. I don't really want to take a big hit from him. The damage is over on the other side where the other enemy tanks are, but I've decided that one's being taken down, and yeah, he tried to get away with the rocket boosters, so unfortunately shut him down before he could get away. I did think that the enemy heavy tanks that are left had maybe had gone down the beach, and that's why I was heading that way. But it looks like with my medium down there, there doesn't seem to be anyone on the beach. So I'm thinking where these tanks have gone, and they've managed somehow to push up here. Still, even after watching the replay, I'm not too sure how they've got here. I assume they've probably pushed round up where the M42 went, and they've just kind of sort of carried on arcing round. I suppose that's the benefit of not going into the they obviously didn't go into the capture circle. They didn't set off any sirens, so they were able to do this quite quietly, but unfortunately I think they needed their team to hold up us on this side before they could really maximise that. But yeah, that was the M41D on Overlord. Yeah, really nice little tank. Not one that I play too regularly. I don't think I'm particularly the biggest Bulldog fan. I know there are lots of people out there who do like them. I think the gun depression is quite nice. Try and play it like a medium is probably the best thing I could say with this and sort of all the other Bulldog variants. And yeah, this is just confirmation of everything that I was saying during the video. But I think for tanking them up, it's probably worth it. If it's on sale in the store, full price, no, it's not worth it. On a big discount, maybe. But again, if you've got the Hull and Hound, just play that.